It is September 6th, 2024. I'm your capper Dame, and this is the Money Line Grind. Rough start last night. One pass away from a 2-1 night, but we finished 0-3. Lamar Jackson just missed Zay Flowers in the end zone on third down on that last drive. That would have got us to beat the spread, to cover the spread. We had +3 there. That would have definitely got us in the vicinity. And that would also got us our ladder bet. We only missed by 3 yards Zay Flowers. We nailed the other half of that bet when we're looking at Rashee Rice. We only needed 50 yards. He was over 100 reception yards. But that's how it goes. I'm glad to get these out of the way now because as some of you may know, if you've been rocking with us for some time, I can catch fire at any given moment and rattle off, 10 straight hitters. So starting off with 3 rough ones, really one bad one because Derrick Henry didn't get one reception caught. He had a couple of targets, nothing really there. It looks like they sub in Hill when they want to pass to the flats or if they're trying to get somebody on the outside that's a running back. And that was pretty successful. So I'll be eyeing Hill receptions and reception yards going forward, maybe not Derrick Henry. But tonight we have the Packers visiting the Eagles. But this is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So not a true home field advantage here. And I have 2 great picks for you. One of those picks will be the ladder challenge. We're back to day 1. We haven't gone anywhere. But don't worry, we're going to make some money here. Since you're here, why don't you subscribe? Why don't you also follow our IG and Twitter accounts? Because I'll post live bets there. I'll also post a parlay of the day. And just a note on the parlays of the day. Those are typically lottos that I put out there. I'll put together a nice little lotto. We don't track those for our record, but those are really just for the freaks that just trying to bet, a couple of dollars and win, $1,000. I like to do that too, but I'm really here to just try to bank money day in and day out, actually turn a profit doing this, not just give your money away to the nearest casino. But let's dig into our picks. I got 2 for you. First, we're going to take Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown. This is -115 on FanDuel last time I checked. The reason behind this is because teams typically like to get their new guys involved. We saw last night Derrick Henry punched in the first touchdown for the Ravens season, first touchdown of the NFL season, and they did that really to get him going because there wasn't really much after that. I think he had a little bit under 50 rushing yards, but they made sure to get him in that end zone where he belongs. I think the same thing is there for Barkley tonight. If you've been following his career, riddled with injury, hasn't really seen a full season, a full potential. And then in the offseason, the Giants said, you know what? We're not going to pay you. Eagles happily obliged. They sent him a big check, and now they're invested. They're invested in Saquon Barkley, and if you have an investment that costs that much, you want him to see the end zone early and often, get his confidence right, because we know the Eagles, although they may have a new offensive coordinator, that's an explosive offense. We saw a great offense for 11 games last season until it kind of tailed away. I'd imagine, the actual players are relatively the same outside of a new running back who's loads of potential. So I do think they'll be successful tonight offensively and just really want to get, Saquon into the end zone. So we're taking him as our solid 1 pick there. And then we're going to go to the ladder challenge or ladder day 1. If you're unfamiliar, I'm putting a couple of legs together, usually all spreads, all alternate props that kind of almost equate to an even bet so that we can keep on flipping this even bet for 10 days and take $15 to $15,000. But you know what? We lost $15 yesterday. I like these picks a little bit more today, so I threw a 20 on there. Let's get 5 of that back from Lamar Jackson missing a wide open Zay Flowers in the end zone. Lamar Jackson really not looking good with his touch on passes 15 yards and out. I also have just a little tidbit for you to save for next week. So here it is. I got 2 legs on this parlay. It comes out to +102, so even money. My 20 comes back with 20 and some change. First, I'm taking an alternate combined score. We're going to take the over 44.5. I believe the line right now is at 50.5 or 49.5, depending on your book. We're going to lower it down, 6 points or so, and take the over 44.5. Jordan Love on fire at the end of last season. Offense looked really good towards the end of last season. We know the Eagles have the weapons, and they have a new offensive coordinator, so they're going to be looking to show off those weapons. I think they're going to come out although it's not a true home field, they're going to come out pumped, and they're going to put at least, you know, a touchdown on the board early in the first couple of drives. And I can't see how Jordan Love and the Packers don't take the next step after such a very strong and convincing end of the season for them. So that's the first leg. And then the second leg, I'm taking the Eagles alternate spread as well. I'm going to pump that up. Right now they're the favorites. It's almost like a teaser. I'm taking them plus 3.5. That's enough points for the better team to get the job done. Those combined get you to plus 102. And those are the two picks I have for you. So we have a regular, traditional pick, and we have the ladder. I'm trying to get a third pick, but you know what? We lost yesterday, so let's keep it a little conservative, get some of that back. And then we hit the weekend strong, man. We had a lot of good games. I'm already eyeing up the picks for Sunday. And we're gonna be more selective here. We're not gonna give you 6-7 bets a Sunday. Preferably 3 to 5, but more so towards the 3 side. Keep an eye out on the Twitter. It's MoneyLineGrind. Potential live bet tonight. Maybe that's the third pick or the third bet. And also, you never know. I might just throw out that parlay of the day. Well, like I said, this is Dame. This is the Moneyline Grind. Let's make some money. Let's turn that profit. Make sure you subscribe, and let's do it, man. Good luck tonight.